Yo, what's good everybody? My name is Mark, I'm a singing student and this is my take on the 5 hardest Queen songs ever for singers. Number 6 is Bohemian Rhapsody for me. I know a lot of you will probably think, what the hell is Bohemian Rhapsody doing on the number 6 ranking of this list? But hear me out. The lead vocals for the song are not as hard as you would think. I mean, they're definitely hard, but by Queen standards, they're not that hard. If you were to take into consideration all the different voices in the operatic section, then it's a whole different thing. Because sure, on the studio you can make a lot of different vocal takes and therefore make a lot of vocal layers, and that's a whole skill on its own and it's very difficult, and Queen made it sound amazing. But it's a whole different topic, it's not singing the song live, you know? So going back to the main topic, the lead vocals for Bohemian Rhapsody aren't as hard. They definitely require a high range for males, and it's no joke. But again, Queen songs go a lot higher than that. However, this song does require though, and this is why it made the list, a lot of nuances to the voice and a lot of details you have to add to it.
If I'm not back again this time tomorrow, carry on.
To make a good interpretation. You have to be able to nail like a breathy tone kind of deal and also like a vulnerable falsetto voice, but simultaneously in the same song you have to be able to do a very harsh, very rock voice.
So you think you can stone me and spit in my eye?
So that requires a lot of training. Number 5 is Too Much Love Will Kill You. I have talked about this on one of my previous videos. Basically, the whole concept is that it looks like one of those songs that is made on purpose to be very difficult for singers, in this case especially for male singers, because it requires constant singing on the exact point where most male voices break. So basically you will try to go for the note and your voice will either break or you will strain, so you need to work on your technique a lot to be able to get through this. But yeah, like basically the whole song is written to be sung on that breaking point of the voice, so it's a hard song. Number 4 for me is Somebody to Love. This song requires you to make a very vulnerable voice in the beginning and then just go all the way up your range, but you have to be able to sound very aggressive.
I take home my heart and play all on my own.
It's a very difficult register, and it's not only that, it then has some crazy falsetto notes.
Somebody to love.
It's just a hard song. And you have to be able to hold the note Somebody to Love for like 7 entire seconds.
Somebody to love.
Number 3 for me is We Are the Champions. This song is, well, I mean, it doesn't feature a single low note, so sorry baritones or basses. It only has notes above the middle register, even in the starting point, when Freddie says like, I pay my dues. That's like a C4 already, so it's already middle register and above, it only goes higher from there.
But I've come through. And I need to go.
The second chorus of the song was so hard that Freddie Mercury himself could not do it in live performances. I think he only did it like 4 or 5 times. But he mostly left the note for Roger Taylor to do it, and he just lowered the whole octave. The chorus has a tenor high C, which, just to oversimplify it, is like the hardest note a male singer can do. And here's the thing, not only it does require you to do it in falsetto in the first chorus,
Keep on fighting.
then it makes you sing it in a harsh, chesty voice in the second choruses.
And we'll keep on fighting.
It covers absolutely everything. Number 2 for me is Who Wants to Live Forever. I had a hard time deciding where to place this song. It was almost going to be on the number 1 spot. This song basically requires to the singers to be able to hold the notes for lots and lots of seconds. It is a crazy difficult song to sing. This song also feels like a test because it starts on a note and then it makes you do the next one and the next one above that one and the next one above that one until you feel like you're about to die, basically. It really is like a carefully thought out plan to make any singer frustrated. Even Freddie himself had to lower the song in live performances and also leave some of the final notes for Roger Taylor to do them. And in the Freddie Mercury tribute concert, Seal, he was actually really scared of performing the song because of how hard it was. And number 1 is The Show Must Go On. So the legend goes, you probably all know it, that Brian May was considering lowering the key of the song to make it easier for Freddie to sing it because he was such bad health, given his condition and complications with AIDS by the end of his life. The story goes, Freddie said, "No, I can do it, darling," and he drank some vodka and went ahead and did this performance of the song in one take. The composition of the song is the nightmare of every singer, if you ask me. The reason it wins over Who Wants to Live Forever for me, I mean, they're basically in the same register, but what this song has that Who Wants to Live Forever doesn't is it requires you to, it's not about holding notes, but it requires you to speak and pronunciate words that are in such a high range that, like, most singers have to open their mouths so wide to sing in that range that it becomes really hard to speak words and make them understandable. And this song has so much of that. The choruses, when Freddie says "show must go on," are a B4.
The show must go on.
It's crazy hard, and to sustain it, it's one thing, but to actually have to modulate complex words in that same note, it's a nightmare. Two final honorable mentions before I go would be Innuendo. I didn't put it in the list because it's a very instrumental song, but it definitely goes a little higher than The Show Must Go On. And the other one is the Prophet song. Definitely crazy hard song to sing as well. I guess I didn't include it because it was such a studio song. Like it has a lot of layers of vocals. And one last final mention would be Under Pressure. I mean, it's not a hard song, but if you want to really stick to the original and you have to do that A5 like Mercury, that's not easy for any male singer. I think it's difficult for female singers, so go figure. But if you take away that note and you don't do it, it's not such a hard song. Anyway guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. It took some time to put together. Subscribe and leave a like and a comment saying what you think. Of course, this was like an opinion, so it cannot be 100% objective because this is what I feel is the hardest as a singer myself. But yeah, you can disagree with this list. Leave a comment, just let's debate over it. Hope you have a nice day and I love you.